Good evening, guys. Today, I'm going to make a video presentation about how to compute loading in a cape-size vessel which the cargo is iron ore. So we will show you how to compute the percentage and by stowage factor of how to compute the hold wise on a cape-size vessel in a given maximum cargo to load and stowage factor. Now, for example, our cargo is iron ore, and I have a research here. It says here storage of iron ore is between 0.024 and 0.080 cubic meters per metric tons or per tons. Okay, this means that 1 ton of iron ore takes up a small amount of space to its weight. Iron ore is a heavy cargo, so it will not take too much space in your cargo hold because of its weight. So meaning your cargo hold will not be totally full in loading because of the weight of the storage weight of the iron ore. So take note of this 0.80 cubic meters per metric tons. Okay, so and let's proceed with this. For example, we'll start with the percentage. Okay, example, the charterer or the owners asked the vessel to load a maximum cargo of 171,800 metric tons. Okay, this will be our maximum cargo, and the stowage factor that the charterer or the owner says, let's say he has given us a factor of 0.08 cubic meters per ton. Okay, so 0.8. So let's go back to the so 0.8. Let's say 0.8. That will be 0.80 cubic meters per metric tons. So this one. Okay. So what will be the equivalent for the cubic feet per long ton? That will be 28.71, and for cubic feet per metric tons, that will be 28.25, and for cubic meter per long ton is 0.813, and for cubic meter per metric ton is 0.80, and long ton per cubic meter will be 1.23, and metric tons per cubic meter will be 1.25. So let's just concentrate on this one, guys, because the charterer has given us a storage factor of, for example, 0.80 cubic meter per metric tons, which is this one, guys, 0.80 cubic meters per ton. Okay, that is what it meant here. I'm sorry. For metric tons. Okay, now, okay, percentage, we load by percentage. Okay, here we load by percentage. So our maximum cargo is 1.71,800, and we put here the capacity of each hold. Number 1 will be 21,265, number 2, 24,431, so forth, and the total capacity of the cargo hold is 215,530 metric tons, and the hold capacity total hold capacity for each hold is 21,629. Why? Because this includes the hats cover, or the hats, meaning the hats, meaning there's a space within the hats, just below the hats cover, has a certain amount. If you include these hats, this will total will be 21,629. So with hold number 2, the capacity of cargo hold is 24,431. If you include the hats, that will be 24,793. Okay, and so forth until you get to hold number 9. So in the third column, you put here 100% because you're going to load 100% here for each hold. And what will be the percentage? See, you get here the percentage, because we are cargo to load by computation by percentage, so we will have to get this value. So how to get the value in hold number 1? So you look at the arrow here. Hold number 1 is the hold capacity of 21,265 here over your total hold capacity of 215,530, which is this one. So you divide this one, you get, then you multiply it by 100, then you will get the percentage. Okay, so how do you get this one? Okay, let's say for example this one, this is equals, this is 221,265 divided by the total hold capacity of 215,530. that will be equals, okay, so this will be what will be the percentage if you multiply this by 100. So equals, put this, click this one and times 100, and that will be 9.866. You put this to 3 decimal point, that will be 9.866. okay, and so with number 2, try again, equals, you click the hats cover, the hats cargo hold capacity of 24,431, which is this one. You divide it by the total hold capacity of 215,530, and you put equals, or you can automatically, or you try to put times here, put 100, that will be 11.335. okay, 11.335. How much would that be if we make it at 2 decimals? Right click, you go to format, and you put number and 2 decimals. Okay, that will be 11.34. okay, so that is how you do it until you reach hold number 9. So number 1 will be 8.87%, 2 will be 11.34%, hold number 3 11.41, number 4 will be 11.41, and number 5 is 11.40, and number 6 is 11.41, number 7 is 11.41, and number 8 is 11.34. Number 9 is 10.43. And if you will notice, hold number 3 and number 4 has the same amount of hold capacity. So with hold number 6 and hold number 7, they have the same hold capacity. Okay, and we go down. You have here the cargo holds 1 to 9, and you have the total cargo to load, which is 171,800. Okay, so you put here from 1 to 9, 171,800, and the next column will your percentage. So whatever you get percentage here, you put it on the third column. Okay, now to get the hatch value of hold number 1, or how much cargo are we going to load, you multiply the total cargo to load of 171,800 by your percentage of 0.0987, and you have a total amount of cargo to load in number 1 is 16,950.43, which is this one, guys. Okay. So look at the arrow here. Look at here, 9.87, which is this one. You divide it by 100, that will be 0.0987, which is this one. And number 2, you have 11.34, which is this one. You divide it by 100, and that will be 0.1134, which is this one. You do the same procedure until you reach hold number 9. Okay, so again, to get the value of hold number 1, or the value of how much cargo we're going to load, which is this one. So this is the total cargo. Maximum cargo to load is 171,800. Multiply it with the percentage of 0.0987, and that will be 16,956.66. Okay, that will be this one. So let me see. Check it, guys. Equals, there equals. Multiply by, multiplication by this one, and that will be 1960.43. Okay, this will be 956. This should be 956. 556. Okay, let me check again, guys. Okay, let's say this is your total amount, equals total amount multiply by your percentage here. That will be how much? 43. Okay, so this will be 169,950.43. Okay, take out this one. And number 2, check this number 2 equals total amount of 171,800 multiplied by the percentage, and that will be how much? 19,474.06. Okay, so this will be 19,474.066765. Okay, now you put this to 067 to 2 decimal. That will be decimal. Okay, that will be 07. Okay, 07 here, and so on until you reach hold number 9. Okay, and your total cargo will be 171,800. Okay, and I just want to round it up. Instead of 0.43, I made it 16,950, and this one 19,470, and 19,600 here, same here, and 19,580, and 19,600 here, and 19,480, and 19,020. Total of 71,800. Okay, so with this figure, holes 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, you have a total of 93,650, and holes 2, 4, 6, 8, you have total cargo of 78,150. Okay, and I have here another figure here, which is with this one, without rounding up. Your holes 1, 3, 5, 7 is 93,645, and 2, 4, 6, 8 is 78,155. Total of 171,800. You see, guys, the difference here in 2, 4, 6, 8, you have here 78,155. Here you have 78,150. Only 5 tons difference. And in hold number 13579, you have here 93,645, and I have here 93,650. 5 tons difference, yet the total is 171,800 metric tons, and here is the same of 171,800 metric tons. Okay, so this is how you compute for your housewise for your percentage, computing your cargo to hold by percentage. Okay, so just follow the procedures here and here until you get a total of 171,800. So I will repeat this one, guys. So in the first column, you put all the holes 1 to 9. Second column, you put the capacity of each hole, and with a total of 215,530. And this one over here is the total capacity of every hold, including the hatch. The hatch, meaning this is just above the cargo hold or below the hatch cover. So there, that will have a certain amount of cargo. Once you include that, then this will be your total of 121,629 for cargo hold number 1, number 2, until you get number 9. So this is what we are concentrating in. And here, let's say you will load 100%, and what will be his value once you load by percentage. Here you get percentage, and this is how you get the percentage, okay? Then you already got the percentage in hold number 1, which is 97%, divided by 100, that will be 0.987, okay? That will be 0.897. Okay, so you put it here, and the first column you put the total amount of cargo to load, which is 170,800, and you put it from holds 1 to 9. Then you put the percentage what you have computed here until hold number 9, and you get the value of for each hold of how much cargo to load. And this is the formula, is the total cargo to load, maximum cargo to load is 170,800, multiply your percentage of, in hold number 1 is 0.987, then you get the value of 16,950.43. Okay, and number 2, the maximum cargo to load is 171,800, multiply your percentage of 0.1134, multiply this one, and you get cargo to load in number 2 will be 19,474.07. Okay, this is by percentage. Okay, so here you don't use the stowage factor, only by percentage. Okay, then what about if we have a stowage factor? Okay, so stowage factor, according to the charterer, our stowage factor for iron ore is, for example, 0.08 cubic meters per square tons. Okay, that will be this one. So cubic, that will be how much? What will be the cubic meter per metric tons? That will be this one. Okay. We put this one. Never mind. This is this one, and okay. Let me show you this one. Much better. Okay. So we have here cubic meters per metric tons. We have 0.80, and we have the value for this one for cubic feet per long ton will be 28.71. For cubic feet per metric tons will be 28.25, and for metric tons per cubic meter will be 1.25. Okay, so take note of this one, guys. So what will be the value? So we start here. According to the we have what is the value of cubic feet per long ton. So we go here, cubic feet per long ton, cubic feet per long ton, this one, that will be 28.7. okay, so I put here 28.7 cubic feet per long ton. The maximum cargo is 171,800. And okay, what will be the value if it is cubic feet per metric tons? Okay, cubic feet per metric tons. Cubic feet per metric tons will be cubic feet per metric tons. That will be 28.25. Okay, that will be 28.25. You have here 28.25 cubic feet per metric tons. What will be the value if metric tons by cubic meter? So metric tons by cubic meter, the value will be metric tons by cubic meter, that will be 1.25. Okay, we have here 1.25. So I put here 1.25. So this is what we are going to use, 1.25 metric tons per cubic meter. To get the percentage, the formula is total cargo times the stowage factor over total hold capacity. Total hold capacity, okay? So the total cargo is 171,800, which is this one, multiplied by stowage factor of 1.25 metric tons per cubic meter. Okay? Put here. That will be 1.25 cubic tons per cubic meter, okay, over your total hold capacity of 215,530, which is this one, and the value of percentage will be 1%. Okay, so if you got already 1% here, you put 1% from holes 1 to 9. So you put here 1 until to reach hole number 9. And the stowage factor of 1.25, which is metric tons per cubic meter. So from hole 1 to 9, you put 1.25. Then how do I get this figure? You see the arrow here. The arrow here, it says in hole number 1, with this formula, it says here the cargo, in cargo hold capacity is 21265, which is this one. Multiply it by your percentage of 1% over your stowage factor of 1.25. So with this formula, guys, you get the value of 16,950.43. So I will show you how to get it, guys. And first, I will show you the formula here. Formula is B10, which is this one. Letter B and 10, that is the cargo hold capacity, times your percentage of 1%, which is the 10, which is this one. Then divide it by E10, which is letter E, which is a stowage factor of 1.25. To follow that formula, so we put here equals, you click the B10, the total capacity of cargo hold number 1, you multiply it with the 1%, which is D10, and you divide it with the stowage factor, which is E10, and the value will be 169,950.43. So to get then we go to number 2. Okay, the same formula. You have here cargo hold capacity of 24 431, which is B10, multiply with your percentage of 1%, which is D10, divide by your stowage factor of 1.25, which is E10. So let's do the computation. Equals, you click hole number 2, which is B10, multiply by your percentage of 1%, divide by the stowage factor of 1.25, and the value would be 194,474.06. Okay, that will be 14. Okay, that will be 19474.06. You put it to decimal points, decimal 2, click format cells, and number, you get the amount of 0.43 and 0.07. The same formula until you reach code number 9 with a total cargo of 171.800. Okay, so this is how you compute, guys. Oh, this should be, how much is your number 2 is 24,431. This will be 1%. Should be 1%. 1.0. So, and switch factor of 1.25. 1.25, and you will get a value of 9407. Okay, just save this one until you reach hole number 9. Okay, and if you total all this all together, that will be 171,800. And with these figures, you will have in hole number 2468, you will have 78,155, and holes 13579, you will have 93,645. Okay, take out this one, and with this figure, I made a round off. In hole number 1, that will be 16,950. In hole number 2, that will be 19,470. Hole number 3 will be 19,600, and number 4 19,600, and number 5 will be 19,580, and number 6 will be 19,600. Number 7 will be 19,600. And number 8 will be 19,480, and number 7 will be 17,920, a total of 171. Okay, now look here, guys, with this figure, in holes number 1, 3, 5, 7, I have here holes 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, I have 93,680. And you got here 93,645. I got here 650. So 5 tons difference. And number 2, 2468, I have 78,150. And here 78,155. Only 5 tons difference. So this is how you compute your how to compute your house wise, or how to get the amount of each hole to load, okay, in iron ore. So this will be your figures on each hole. So all you have to do is put these figures in your loadicator, okay, and they will show you your draft, departure draft, mean draft, and your updraft, your shearing force, and bending moments, and it will show you also the percentage. Okay, so let's check, guys, with this how much she got in hold number 1 by stowage factor and by percentage. Okay, number 1 is 16,950.43, and number 1 here is 16,943. Okay, so in hold number 2, 19,474.07, and get here 14,470 or 474.07, which is this one, the same. And number 3 will be 19,681.81, and number 3 will have 19,681. Okay, and number 4 will be the same. Number 4 we have the same, 19,681. And number 5, 19,851.68, and number 5 we have 19,581.68, the same. And we go to number 6. That will be, number 6 will be 19,681.81, and number 6 will have 19,681, and number 7 the same. And in number 7 here we have the same amount. And number 8, 19,479.65, and number 8 will be 19,479.65, 479.65. We got the 479.65. And number 9 will be 7,910.95, 910.95. Okay, so almost the same. So you just use this formula, guys. Cargo to load computation by percentage, and the other one is by stowage factor. Okay, in percentage you will not use the stowage factor, only the percentage. Okay, so if you have a note with you, just follow these figures and each column, and take note of this formula, and so does on the second column, second figure, you follow this figure here and follow this formula. Okay, you have an arrow here, you have an arrow here, then how to get this one, you have an arrow here. Okay, and to give you the formula on how to get the percentage, you have a formula here. So in number 1 you have here B9, which is your cargo hold capacity, divide by your B8, which is the percentage, B18, the total cargo hold capacity, 2155090, which is this one, guys. So divide this one, divide by your total hold capacity, multiply by 100, and you will have 9.866, which is 87. Okay, just follow this formula. So, and here, once you input the figures, your condition will be in hog condition. Okay, once you put this in the loadicator, please make a comment if says otherwise, no, but it's very important that you put all these figures in your locator, and you will show, the locator will show whether it is hug or suck, but to my mind it is in hug condition. Okay, and here it says here, just read this one. Warning: when you apply the hatch size or the amount of cargo to its respective holds, a deflection to hug will occur due to much weight at the extremes, like the windlass, the anchor chain, mooring winds forward and aft mooring winds forward and on the aft, main engine, mooring winds, accommodation stores, etc. Reduce the weight on cargo holds 1 and 9 and pour the cargo holds on hold number 5. Repeat the procedure till you reach a minimum deflection or even keel. Okay, but I don't think this will be necessary, because you have already computed your cargo by percentage and by stowage factor. But anyway, if you want to reduce the hug, all you have to do is take out the cargo from hold number 9 and hold number 1, put it in the center and hold number 5. Okay, that's how you take out the hug. So that's it, guys. I hope you like this video. Please click the like button, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.